So I want to discuss the PS6 costing over $1,000, which has huge implications for gaming as a hobby. Let's get into it. Yo, what up everyone, it's Cozy. Welcome to this video today. There's been early speculation that PlayStation 6 will potentially cost $1,000 or more. Obviously, we don't have official pricing. We have no actual official news from PlayStation side, and I mean $1,000 or more in the South African sense is extremely expensive, right? We're looking at a console that will probably cost around 25,000 rand. Yeah, 25,000 rand and above. I think $1,000 is crazy, and as a South African, I'm looking at it and that price looks pretty insane, especially when you add the cost of tax and anything else on top of that, and the fees if this console does come out. There was an article or an interview, one of the guys or representatives from Sony, who were talking about the fact that the cost of production of the PlayStation 6 or future hardware, they don't want to take the hit. So typically consoles get sold at a loss, and Sony's outright saying we don't want to take that strategy anymore. So basically that means higher prices for the PS6. Everything that's happening right now is just because of the cost of memory and chips. Basically at this point, it is pretty much insane right now. I mean, I think the speculation is looking at 2027 being the place where the PlayStation 6 might be released. I definitely think it might launch holiday 2027, and I mean holiday as in, if you're looking at how the US looks at that, it's end of year 2027 or probably beginning of the year 2028. Typically, if you look at like consoles and generation, they have been expanding over time. But if we're looking at the gap between PS4 and PS5, I think roughly 5 to 7 years. And already PS6 is something that we need to start considering and something that would be coming out. Typically, once a console does release, there's already plans about the next console. And we've seen talks around Project Amethyst as well, with Mark Cerny speaking to AMD as well. I mean, to be honest with you, my speculation is the PlayStation 6 is already been built probably. And there's probably like dev kits around it already at this point, probably not shared with publishers, but I think that console already exists right now. I think Sony's kind of trying to plan where they want to actually launch, when they want to actually launch it, how much will it cost. It's quite early to be talking about the PS6, but it's about that time. The PS5 generation felt like there weren't really much games or exclusives from Sony's side that were hard hitting, that were generation defining, and that's where we're sitting at right now. I mean, it's pretty crazy, and like I mentioned, I don't think anyone's going to be willing to buy. I guess some people have bought the digital only console. No, it's just crazy. It's weird. But anyway, that's all I wanted to speak about and report on. I do think it is quite a wild price, but also a lot of people will not be willing to buy a console, especially considering that it might possibly come out as a digital only console, and support the strategy that Sony's moving forward with, especially around the fact that they are discontinuing physical game production. So we'll see how this plays out. I think a lot of people are enraged, and we're seeing the discourse online pointing towards people just are outright tired and exhausted and pretty much done with Sony, and they are kind of discussing the fact that the PlayStation 5 Pro will probably be their last console. At prices like this, you're pretty much looking at the territory of moving into PC gaming. And at that point, it kind of makes sense, right? Because PC is an open system. There's a lot of flexibility when it comes to your gaming experience, and it just offers the best value all around. Thanks for watching this, guys. I will see you in another video. Cheers. This is cozy.